Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, so Jefe has returned back to YouTube. He's doing content from the county jail, the same as we seen others do the same thing. People who have YouTube channels, when they get incarcerated, they jump on that phone and they create content. Should you be creating content while you fighting the case? You still gotta survive up in there. You still need money. And Jefe page was doing numbers, so if he could generate whatever he could generate, maybe it could be used for a lawyer or a canteen in that jailhouse. Well, we seen Ceddy Nash drop a video this morning with him responding back to the video that Jefe put out yesterday. All this started because Ceddy Nash put out a video that Jefe didn't agree with. Man, it's gonna be a good one, y'all. Man, it's gonna be. I told y'all this gonna be going for quite some time, man. It's gonna be all the way to either Ant come home or get convicted, man. I don't see this content going nowhere anytime soon. Let's go over here and check this out. This is Ceddy Nash. Let's go.
So you didn't know anything that was going on, so you're not really finna do it. Let's continue on with your lies.
But obviously, it's like some inside stuff going on that, obviously I ain't picked up on or I don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all seen the other day, I called in to the No Jumper Tuesday show. So, I guess before I called into the No Jumper Tuesday show, Spooky Face, had a little situation, up there. So, it all played out on camera and stuff like that, I was just told about it, I wasn't in the room to see it for myself or anything like that, nor have I had anybody play it for me. But, however, it's a back and forth going on, and they say that back and forth led to Spooky Face, going outside for a fade. Did the fade take place? Did the fade not take place? We don't know.
All right, so at this moment, this is Jefe speaking on Spody Face and J Hood altercation at No Jumper. All right, let's get back to it.
I didn't even ask if the fade, took place, but, based on what I was hearing, was exchanged and being said, I ain't never been the type to be messy, but, it definitely,
Maurice Shellman came out and said one of the funniest lines I ever heard because it's weird.
And a Flacco would do. This is something that a Flacco would do. A Ceddy Nash, this guy that thinks he high almighty, I got the bag, I'm rich rolling and this and that. Like, bro, you need to put your flag all the way down, bro. You need to put it down, because you are a goofy. What type of member, whether you a gangbanger or a member, who reports this type of stuff? Who makes this stuff up and reports this type of stuff? Then I heard this guy even came out and reported something before that. So, like I said, I'm going to get to everything one by one. You know what I'm saying? So, I heard that it was something else circling around that I was in jail for a guy from Peblos, you know what I'm saying, who happened to pass away at a taco truck a day before my arrest. So, first and foremost, I heard that he took to the internet with this story.
All right, so what Anna's talking about, it was a rumor going around that Jefe had something to do with Big U's son. And then there was another rumor Jefe had something to do with an unaliving at a taco stand. And none of this stuff was actually true. Now, I don't know who caused these rumors, who started these rumors, I should say. I don't know who started them. I don't know where they came from. But once they hit the internet, man, the reaction guys is going to grab it. Some do they research, some don't. Some really don't care. If it's on here, it's going to get reacted to until the real come out, and then that's going to get reacted to. That's just a play on how they get that bread off of here, man. Let's get back to this, though.
This was what I was in jail for. And then he had the nerve to come out his mouth and say, man, how they explaining the story. If he killed this dude in a taco truck like that in cold blood, he deserved everything he got coming to him. What type of dude that's saying he from a notorious gang comes out their mouth and say this type of ish? You cannot make this up. And for real, and I'm not gonna lie, man, I sit here every day in this cell, until I come back to freedom, and I just man, I can't understand these goofies. I cannot understand these goofies.
Then Maurice decides to lie on Ceddy Nash and say something I did not say because my video clearly said it ain't true.
Like Nas, said something real controversial years ago. He said hip hop was dead, and I'm telling you, the street is dead. You know what I'm saying? The street is dead. Not that I want them to be alive, but the street is.
I'm gonna stop right there. I don't know what it is about YouTube, man. YouTube got a hook in everybody, man. You cannot stay away from it. Do y'all think a person that's incarcerated should be still doing videos? And fighting the case? I seen, and like I say, I said in every video when Loose Cannon was doing videos in jail and was calling them dudes goofy. These dudes is crazy. Why do they want to do content on the phone? And he's over there defending his name. He like, man, y'all saying this about me. I wouldn't care what they say about me, man. Only thing I'd be worrying about is trying to utilize my phone time to either talk to my lawyer, my family, or my kids. Now, I know you still got to make paper off this. You still got to utilize your channel to make that bread or it'll die out. Well, I'd rather for it to die out than you accidentally say something that's on that recorded phone. So you can edit these videos out, but you can't edit them recorded phones that jailhouse have. You slip up and say the wrong thing, the people who put it on your channel, they can edit that stuff out. But that stuff on that recorded jailhouse phone, that's going to be evidence if you ever slip up and say the wrong thing.
Further goes on, well, before that, he say, Ceddy Nash is a blood. When are y'all ever going to get people to get on any type of platform and say, yeah, Ceddy Nash was a blood and all this shit? Can y'all get anybody to say that? Somebody verify this shit. Somebody who grew up with Ceddy Nash ain't gonna say that shit was true. All right, cool. So there's that. All this shit about, Ceddy Nash, you told on this, you told on that. The DA never charged anybody with a shooting, dummy. Let me help you out. There were 3 people in a vehicle that got pulled over, suspected of some shit, and happened to have a gun on them. So let's understand that. The DA hit my brother with violating his probation from being around gang members. The other homie, he took the gun charge. Not discharge, not anything, just having an unregistered gun on him with 2 gang members. The other homie, he went down basically for having promethazine. End of the story. So for me to come out and have to defend that, the DA never charged anybody with a shooting. So there's that. And all 3 dudes all had the same goddamn charges. So I'm trying to understand, you telling me 3 people squeezed 1 gun? But y'all would lie and say, well, Ceddy Nash said that his brother shot at him. How is that possible if 3 niggas were basically on a fucking police report saying that they all shot? That means the police are making it up as they go. But you can have that. Let's give you Ceddy Nash is a blood. Ceddy Nash, quote unquote, said that his brother shot at him, which I think I'm far more intelligent than that. Had I really ever said some shit like that? I'm lost now. I guess Ant accused him of what he's saying right now, and he defended his name like Ant defended his name. But man, this the content, I guess, man. Let's see if he gonna play any more from Ant. Realize I could have got in front of this way before and said, would y'all want me to kill my mother's firstborn child or send his ass to jail for a little bit? And I'm pretty sure a nigga who already has a strike, that's my brother at the time, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have just got no goddamn probation violation. Just gonna put that out there, bro. So it is what it is. But you're a fucking coward. You are a coward. So you ever gonna address Adam actually saying that, I seen this in the Reddit, and they say that you were looking at your hands after you beat the person to death? No, because I can't call you a Jefe. You work for somebody. You work, you get a schedule, you get told, you get your little $125, and that's what that is. And the reason you won't go after Adam is because you're a coward and you broke. See, that little money you need, niggas already got that. Niggas already got that shit. I go with a $2 million bond. I'm walking out with goddamn peanut butter sandwiches the very next hour. Don't gotta worry about none of that shit. You do. But let's go further. You did a whole lot of dry snitching on your no jumper shit. You did a whole lot. First off, dumbass, why in the world, and I said this in my video before, days when you did this shit on this channel, because you can't make the big channel. You're not equipped enough to make the big channel.
All right, so what he about to talk about is that conversation that Ant called in to No Jumper and said that he went to the store. I guess he seen his partners there. Whatever transpired, he didn't have anything to do with it. Basically placing himself at the scene of the crime. All right, let's get back to it.
Your dumbass said, I came up there at like 9, whatever, and people were already out there. I had to go get some tissue. You know why you had to get some tissue? Because you full of shit. That's why. Your house got to be made of tissue because everybody around you is full of shit. There's no way on God's green you should ever admit to being at a scene of a crime. I don't give a damn if they got you in 4K. You said, I don't know if he's a gang banger or a gang member or anything. How about this? You beat your charges. We gonna get on Aiden Ross and I'm gonna just knock you out. Because you seem like you the only one that was up over there who did all this shit, who actually go ahead and get with the fisticuffs. So you beat your charges. I think what they gonna give you like maybe 5 bands you needed. And we can just hop on brand race and we can tug it out in front of the world. And there you go.
All right, here go another YouTube, another squabble. Another squabble, man. We got to find another way to figure this stuff out. But hey, man, if y'all want to squabble, I think I'll watch it. I ain't gonna lie, I'll watch it.
Because you keep on saying this weird ass shit. Well, Ceddy Nash is fake. If I'm fake, why are you addressing me? I'm trying to understand something. If Ceddy Nash is so fake, why acknowledge him? Nigga, am I the tribal chief? So you gotta acknowledge me, right? Got it. Got it right there. All right, cool. Then you get on that white man's platform. He literally tried to give you an alley-oop to not say shit. Adam was more street than you. He said, I don't know if I should be asking this question or not. Nobody in that room, that's your homie. Nobody in your mind, because you got alter egos. You got like 5 alter egos. Ego, pardon me. 5 altered egos. Nobody in your head or outside your homeboys said, yo, Maurice, nah, let's not do that.
Right. That's what I said. They should have hung the phone up. You my partner. You call my phone. They asking you some crazy questions, and I know we on live. I'm gonna just hang the phone up.
Maurice, let's not do that, man. This how we know your dumb ass is dumb as hell. You said, he said that if I were to knock the dude off from Pueblos, I deserve to be in jail. You do. You do. I don't apologize for this shit. You niggas never say ever whenever I do some shit and I say, well, shit, if he did it, he deserved what he get. That means you know the consequences of your actions and you think you're going to escape them. No. So once again, I never had no issue with the first video where you said, oh, Ceddy Nash, blah, blah, blah. No, that's it. You could go scorch stir on me and all this shit. But now your second video, you're lying. You're flat out lying. Ceddy Nash came down. First off, nigga been back and forth. My whole family, my generation, meaning my mother's children were born in Sac. But my whole family from LA, all throughout the county. But that's fine. I don't gang bang on the internet. That's stupid to me. I've been saying that. for years. So you're not going to get me on here throwing up hand signs and all that shit. You niggas keep on doing this shit. Y'all do this shit. I don't do none of this shit. I don't ever film when I go to my section. I don't ever do anything like that when I go kick it with my homies. And yeah, niggas did call me. They called me from everywhere. They called me from the pit. They called me from the section. Bruh, everybody. Niggas who done known me over 20 plus years. I'm not putting people's names out on there because that's the shit you would do. Then you sit up here and try to say, yeah, what type of street nigga do all this and all that? You do the same shit. You talking about open rape cases, possibly. You talking about murders and shit, possibly. You even talked about the murder that I did lie and say, man, I hope he ain't a part of this shit. But
Wait, hold up. What the rewind that back. You lied about what? Let me see, man.
People's names out on there because that's the shit you would do. Then you sit up here and try to say, yeah, what type of street nigga do all this and all that? You do the same shit. You talking about open rape cases, possibly. You talking about murders and shit, possibly. You even talked about the murder that I did lie and say, man, I hope he ain't a part of this shit, but I seen they saying this. So if you're going to lie on me, can you tell a little bit of truth? Because you tried to. You tried to. You did try to. But let me help you out. I ain't never paid to be from a gang a day in my life. That doesn't even make sense. It actually hinders me. Because there's individuals I can't even work with based off of my people. Ceddy Nash should probably be up a good $250K easily, another $500K easily because of people who want to work with Ceddy Nash. But I'm like, bruh, I got to stick to the code. So me reading the report that TMZ dropped, me going based off of your big homie said, man, and Jefe ain't here. He's probably in jail. And everybody like, no, don't say that. Please, boss, please don't say that. Please don't say that. Keep calling in, keep self-incriminating. You admit you was there. And this where let me go full hood lawyer, right? Because what you don't understand and what I understand is you're done. You're not coming home for a while. Because you're going to be fighting this shit for years. You can't afford the damn bond. So, this is what I'm saying. Strike one, calling up to no jumper. That's a violation. Strike two, you talking about an open case, but telling niggas don't discuss an open case. That's another violation. So that's strike two. Strike three, placing yourself at the scene of a crime. Strike four, said, I don't know any of these guys. I haven't been around none of these guys. They don't know me for 10 years. Why are you even saying what they are, who they are? You just admitted that you know them by verifying their ages. Strike five. You ready for this one? You say this stupid ass shit on no jumper. I ain't mad about what Spody Face is doing. I didn't tell him to do that.
All right, man. Y'all can go over to Ceddy Nash, man. What do y'all think? What channel? I think this is a new channel. This is Ceddy Nash Reloaded. All right, this is a new channel we got going. That's another one, huh? All right, Ceddy Nash Reloaded, man. And he got a couple of videos on that he's dropping. I guess they really going at it over this stuff. But what do y'all think about dudes that's incarcerated that call home and still create content? I don't think it's nothing wrong with creating content if you calling home and it's not live and you got somebody that's recording, then they take the video clipping and edit up all the stuff that you might have said that, you know, because when you're talking, you could edit that part out. But like I said earlier, the bad part about it is when you record it on that jailhouse phone. You can't edit that out. So if y'all got a cell phone up in there, you might be good. But if you on the jail phone, it's all bad. There's no way you can edit that out. I don't think that with this type of case, I wouldn't suggest anyone get on that jailhouse phone and still try to create content from behind the walls. I don't think that's cool, because at some point you're going to get comfortable. You might start off, watching what you're saying. You get to making the money. Now you got money sent up in there from your content that you created from the jailhouse. You jailhouse balling. All the food, you eating good. You could bless a couple of homies. And once you get real comfortable, one day you're going to slip up if you continue to calling into these shows from that jailhouse phone. They'll let you talk all day. Everybody else, they phone calls be ended. I don't know how it worked now. I know it was only a certain amount of time on the phone when I was up in there. But they'll let you talk all day. They'll let you talk all day, especially if they listening to you and watching you. You could best believe it took them 4 months to arrest Ant and whoever else they arrested. So they did a full investigation for 4 months. Do you think they gonna stop there? Nah, they still investigating. They still watching. They still listening. So I wouldn't have no conversation at all over that prison or jailhouse phone, whatever phone you on. What do y'all think? Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock. We almost at 90,000 subscribers. I need everybody to subscribe to this channel and share the video, man. Hit that notification bell. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop it.